Hainanese chicken rice. Locals don't call it that. In Singapore and Malaysia, you order chicken rice, steamed or roasted. The dish came with Hainanese immigrants in the 19th century, adapted from a poached chicken dish called wenchang chicken from Hainan Island in southern China. The biggest change happened in Singapore, the rice.
First, the chicken fat gets rendered. Then garlic and ginger go in and sauté until fragrant. Then the raw grains go in and get toasted until every grain is coated. You can hear them crackling as they coat. Only then does the chicken poaching stock go in. So the rice absorbs the fat and the broth together, not water. The result smells nothing like plain rice. At the best stalls, it is considered harder to replicate than the chicken itself. It is served with 3 condiments: a chili sauce sharpened with calamansi lime and ginger, a ginger scallion oil, and dark soy sauce. The chicken is gently poached at a low simmer, then immediately into an ice bath. That shock sets the collagen under the skin into a thin, savory jelly. Pale, silky, splits cleanly along the grain. Some stalls deep fry it after poaching instead. Same bird, golden, caramelized skin, completely different texture. That debate has never been settled. Both Singapore and Malaysia claim this dish. In 2009, a Malaysian tourism minister said it had been hijacked by Singapore. Singaporeans were not pleased. Pad Thai. Most people assume it is ancient. It is not. A government invented it. Thailand's Prime Minister Pibun Sangkram needed a national dish and a way to use less rice during wartime shortages. His campaign was called "Noodle is Your Lunch." He distributed a standard recipe to every restaurant in the country and gave out free food carts to sell it on the street. The dish already existed in a loose form brought by Chinese traders centuries earlier. He just named it, standardized it, and made it unavoidable. The real version needs wok heat that home kitchens cannot produce. The tamarind has to caramelize against the metal, not simmer. Each portion cooks in under 2 minutes. What most places outside Thailand skip are the preserved radish and dried shrimp, the fermented base that makes it pad thai and not just sweet noodles. Bánh Mì. The bread only exists in Vietnam because France occupied it. French colonizers brought the baguette in the 19th century. Vietnamese bakers quietly changed it. Thinner walls, lighter crumb, more dramatically crisp crust. In the 1950s, Saigon vendors started putting the fillings inside the bread instead of serving them on a plate. One practical decision: cold cuts, pickled daikon, coriander, chili, pâté, cold against warm, sharp against rich. After 1975, private business was heavily restricted. Bánh Mì sellers kept going anyway. Small carts, back streets, moved fast when needed. When Vietnam reopened in 1986, the sandwich came back stronger, carried across borders by a diaspora that had never stopped making it. Rendang. It started as a preservation problem. How do you keep meat from spoiling on a journey of several weeks with no refrigeration? The Minangkabau people of West Sumatra developed it. Low heat, coconut milk, spices, hours of cooking. Almost all moisture removed. The result lasts weeks without refrigeration. It was what young Minangkabau men took when they left home to find work across the islands. The cooking moves through 3 stages. Gulai first, thin yellow soup, coconut milk just in. Then kalio, a thick gravy, oil beginning to separate at the surface. Most restaurants stop here and call it rendang. It is not. The real thing is when all the liquid is gone and the meat starts frying in its own fat, color dropping to near black. From that point, it has to be stirred constantly. The sugar in the coconut milk will burn in seconds if you stop. In 2018, a MasterChef judge said rendang should be crispy. Southeast Asia erupted. Crispy means fast, high heat. That is the opposite of everything rendang is. Nasi Lemak. It is widely associated with rural Malay communities. Rice cooked in coconut milk, wrapped in banana leaves, carried to the rice paddies before sunrise. Coconut milk went in not as a substitute for dairy, but because it was what the region had, abundant, accessible, and already central to Malay cooking for centuries. Pandan leaves go in with the milk and release a grassy, almost vanilla-like aroma that gets absorbed into every grain. The sambal is done when the oil breaks, a technique called pecah minyak, where the paste cooks until the oil visibly separates and rises to the surface. That is the signal. The ikan bilis should snap between your fingers. If they bend, they were not fried hot or long enough. The traditional accompaniment is a hard-boiled egg, not a fried one. The fried egg is a modern addition. In traditional circles, it is considered a sign the cook is cutting corners. Amok, Cambodia's national dish, a steamed fish curry with a texture between mousse and firm custard, built on a spice paste called krung that takes up to an hour to pound by hand. A food processor can grind the same ingredients. It cannot do what a mortar does. Fish, coconut milk, krung steamed inside a banana leaf cup, an egg binds the mixture before steaming. Without it, the coconut milk stays liquid. If it comes out liquid, it is not amok. Under the Khmer Rouge from 1975 to 1979, the ingredients became impossible to find. The genocide killed 1.7 million people, including many of the older women who held these recipes in memory. The knowledge bled out slowly. The amok served in Cambodia today was largely rebuilt by people who left and came back, carrying the dish with them across borders before bringing it home. Mohinga. In Myanmar, this is breakfast. Fish broth, rice noodles, eaten before anything else. Fish soup at 7 in the morning sounds wrong to most people outside the country. Inside Myanmar, eating anything else first feels incomplete. It is built on catfish, sautéed with aromatics first, which removes the muddy quality raw freshwater catfish carries. The fish then simmers with lemongrass, ginger, and gram flour, which thickens the broth slowly into something silky. Banana stem goes in too. It breaks down during cooking and creates a texture nothing else in Southeast Asian soups produces. Crispy fritters go on top at the moment of serving. They begin softening immediately. You eat before they lose their structure. No single origin, no famous inventor. The earliest written reference is in a 19th century Burmese poem. During the 2021 military coup, photographs of Mohinga vendors keeping their carts out on empty streets circulated internationally.
Sinigang. No colonizer named it. No government made it. The word comes from the Tagalog verb sigang, to stew. It is widely accepted as pre-colonial, and no written origin has ever been found. It is not a recipe. It is a method. Protein and vegetables in a sour broth. What makes it sour depends entirely on what grows nearby. Tamarind, green mango, guava, calamansi, santol, bilimbi. Each one produces a different color and a different sourness. The skill is balancing the asim, the sourness, against whatever is in the pot. Pork ribs, shrimp, fish, beef. The protein changes and the souring agent changes with it. Shrimp goes with guava for a milder broth. Fish goes with camellias for something sharper. Some cooks use miso with tamarind together. The broth is deliberately light. Taro root dissolves slowly as it cooks and gives it just enough body without any fat or dairy. In 2021, Taste Atlas named pork sinigang the best soup in the world. The version that won was pork with tamarind.